Welcome nerds and news hunters. In this video we're going to talk about the latest news from Wolcen Studios. It's regarding the beta patches releases and the release date of the game as well, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so welcome back to my channel, Marty DK. In this video we are going to talk about the future patches for the beta, right? So as it looks as of now, we have this news coming out on the Steam community forums, and it looks like there's going to be released 4 different kind of content patches for the beta. So as of now, it say that the content patch number 1 is due to being released in May, and the next one in July, and the next one in September. And after that, the 4th one will actually be like the live version of the game coming out. So we should be looking at almost a whole year now of testing before the game actually will come out, right? But the first content patch that is going to be released is in May 2019, and it has a story implementation. You will be able to test the Act 1 and to help test out the areas in Act 1 and what kind of bugs that it will need to be fixed and stuff like that. And it will introduce the whole plot of the game, right, and some cutscenes and an act boss at the end. You will be able to play through this first act, and after this we're also going to see the passive skill tree to be improved and be adding more meaningful and rewarding elements to give more options, right? So you'll be able to do more custom things and optimize your skill tree. And they're going to give new modifiers for the active skills, so the skills that you have on your action bar, right? The target is that you're going to have 4 new modifiers per skill. So it sounds really exciting, I think, and I think they must have been listening a lot to the community to implement this, right? So this is the first content patch that is coming in May, and the second content patch that's coming is in July, and this includes a new game cooperative game mode called Wrath of Sarisol, and well, it's gonna be even harder when you go through with your friends, and specific enemies were designed to like push cooperation between players, and you're going to see a lot more like elite content, and they're also going to add world modifiers, like different kind of modifiers to the monsters inside dungeons and inside or in the world as well. When you encounter special and rare monsters, they're going to have modifiers to make it even harder to bring them down. And the third point in this content number 2 patch is a lot more player customization for male characters, and skin colors, heads, beards, hair and eyes, different kind of stuff like this is going to be implemented, and new active skills and new passive skills sections are coming as well. So a lot of things to wait for here in the second one. I think this new cooperative game mode sounds really awesome. I'm gonna bring a few friends in to play with me during this time. So the next content patch number 3 that is planned for September is also going to be really cool, because there's going to be more stuff added to the competitive mode. modifiers as well, and you're going to be able to work with the pets that somehow have an impact on loot, and they may be able to run back to town with different kind of stuff and sell it for you, so you can just keep slaying monsters, right? And they're going to bring in the apocalyptic forms at this point as well. So keep in mind that September is going to be a really fun time to be playing Wolcen. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of stuff happening here this year with Wolcen. And also I would like to add that this content from the patches, the info that we have on it now can actually change, and they can bring like more stuff into the patch or lesser stuff as well. So keep in mind that this is what they're planning to do at this certain point in the development of the game. And one thing I think that is really cool also to keep in mind is that after the release of the game itself, they're gonna keep working on the game behind the scenes, and the plan is that they're going to release a major gameplay extension every 4 months in the future, right? And they're going to implement one new story expansion as well every 8 months. So every like 4 months you will have to you will get new content to play, right? And it's not going to cost anything. You only need to pay for when you buy the game, and then you can keep enjoying the new content that are coming to it. So I think it's really awesome. But when we are talking about the money, I must say that some have come with a lot of concerns about the microtransactions that are going to be added to this game. And from a business perspective, I must say that it will be necessary for them to not only rely on the income for selling the game copy itself, but also being able to keep money coming in, right? Because they have 40 people employed, and they need to pay their salaries and stuff like every month, right? So they have to get some money in all the time, right? So this would be a way to like keep money coming in. As a business perspective, I understand it, and I think it's totally necessary in these modern days that we're living in now. And what I wanted to mention is that they state that it will not be a pay to win. You can't pay and like get all the best loot and get all the gear and stuff. You have to play the game to win the game, right? And we really need to keep that in mind, that what you will be able to buy in game would be like new haircuts, some things that will change your face, make you some other cool character effects, right? It will be something that's visual. It will not be something that can benefit you in the world of Wolcen and your damage and stuff like that. So I think this is pretty cool. And another thing I wanted to mention is that they are improving the passive skill tree. It's the skill tree that you have, that you know, the one with where you choose all your stats and stuff. And this is also where you can choose your kind of class that you want to play. And in the future, we're going to have something called a necromancer, where you have toxic damage, and you'll be able to summon a lot of pets and stuff like that. And there will be a spellblade kind of character that generates willpower, and you know, like a hybrid melee mage combat thing. And we will have the ability to play as a berserker. I would say that it will be something like a warrior kind of, you know, thing. And you have a champion as well, that you will be able to choose this road, and and actually be kind of work as a tank and taunting enemies, and you know, um, just let all the enemies focus on you, so the other guys can do their stuff, right? Deal damage and heal and stuff like that. But they have not mentioned any kind of like healing, special healing kind of character, because I guess that you cannot be able to just go around and heal, right? If you're playing solo, you want to be able to do a lot of damage as well. So I think that maybe all the kind of different classes will be able to aid each other with heals and stuff like that. So you have the DPS classes, the like healing abilities for everyone, and you have a special kind of tank character here. So I think it's looking really nice, and I cannot wait to see some of these things get implemented to the game, and hopefully bring a lot of fun content to us players, right? And lastly, I just wanted to mention here that they have changed their website. If you go to wolcengame.com, you will be able to see the new website, and it's looking pretty professional. I think it's looking pretty good. There is a purchase button at the top and stuff like that, so I really hope that it can help them to sell more game copies, so we can get some more development going onto the game and make it a success in the future, right? So. And this was my video for bringing you the latest news on Wolcen. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about Wolcen. And I will just see you guys right in the next video. Bye bye.